We are live here today at Auto Club for race number 8 of the Sportsman series. I don't think this is the super low downforce, no drag package here this season. I think it's just regular package we've raced all season. But some big news coming through the wire, and this just happened today. It was a big team like Hendrick Motorsports, who's already in the series, is Joe Gibbs Racing has bought Mercury Racing out. So next season, Mercury is gone. And the other big news is that Penske has now bought Dodge. So Penske going to be running. Basically, Kelly Boston was already under a Penske contract, so it's like Kelly Boston won't be going anywhere. But it looks like Penske has bought Dodge, so that leads, where does Eric Dobbs go? Where does Andrew Davis go? Do they both go to Penske? Or no? All the Mercuries next season are gone, as Gibbs has bought the Mercuries. So that leaves some big questions. What's going to happen? And I mean, if Mercury's gone, then what's going to happen to Saturn? That's a 3-car team. What's definitely going to happen to Alonso now? If teams are getting bought out, him and a Pontiac, he's going to be a dying breed of a car. So also hearing that Gibbs will be running in Toyota, so that's going to help Stephen Pollard and the Red Bull guys out some. Having some more Toyota teammates. But I mean, I don't know. What does it say about Hendrick? What's Hendrick going to do now that they have more competition from actual big teams they race with every Sunday? Oh, Pollard! The two Pollards put each other on a wall. Robert Pollard and Stephen Pollard just put each other on the wall, and Cody Lamas goes to the lead. Jamie Diaz is going to second. Oh, Andrew Davis and Mr. DeJong still have gotten together. Man, look at the Ford use that really good, that power band. That was what the move was last season, was to get up on that power band and use it at over 250 miles an hour. This season the speeds are way lower, but it's still important to get up on that high side and run that band. Thanks, guys. You see what happened? Oh, he just came up. Mitchell thought he was clear. Number 49, Andrew Davis. Davis running that Verizon wireless car. He might be looking for a job at the end of the season. So is Eric Dobbs. Dobbs could be looking for a ride at the end of the season. A lot of people, all the Mercuries, are going to have new rides. 55 is destroying. So right here, Mercury's in the season. Cadet Price is going to have to go. Is that Jonathan Fitzwater's going to find a new ride? Ash Curtis. Now, since Gibbs is buying Mercury, and we're also here in the third going to run Toyotas, what happens to Grayson, who's on a Gibbs contract here? Does he going to get an automatic shot at one of those Penske cars? Apparently, a lot of teams are going to be jumping to their season 3 cars at the end of the season and the finale at Michigan. So I don't know. I know that Dodge is planning to be in new cars at the end of the season. I don't know about what's going to happen with guys like Ash Curtis, who's ran really style this season. He's got a win under his belt. Got a win under the belt for Ash Curtis. What's going to happen to him? We'll get you the green flag. We're trying to listen for more news come in. The only thing we know now is Gibbs and Penske to be moving into the championship points here. Dodge Motorsports is currently 9th in points. That's where Penske will be next season. Mercury is 5th, so that's what Gibbs is buying out. Saturn sits 3rd, Buick sits 2nd. Hendrick is the number 1 team. Red Bull sits 11th. That's a new team. Alonso Racing is a new team. Dodge is the new team. Guns Motorsports is a new team. All the new teams are currently deep in the bottom of the points here, as all the older teams are raced the first season. Season 1 are all more to the back. Green flag back out. We're back underway here again at Auto Club. Nobody out of the race. 32 cars. Yeah. The 24 driving that number 24 Chevrolet. He's going to try to stay ahead of Morgan McPherson. Actually, McPherson's right here. McPherson has a 6-point lead over the. Lewis has a 6-point lead over Morgan McPherson. The top 15 scores points. Right now, McPherson is in the top 10. Luis Mendez is not in the top 15. He's at 17th. Which into the battle for the lead, Oreo Pollard going to drive into John Gilbert to the very inside. Ash Curtis and the Mercury going to maybe try to get a win for Mercury in their final season. Pontiac, Alonso. That means Alonso's going to get a new round if all these teams are getting bought out. General Motors is not going to let Pontiac stay next season. So Alonso going to try everything he can to get a win, and there's a crash in the back. Oh, Rick Johnson, Ash Curtis. Oh, this is a big stack up. Cars are going to slide back up in the racing groove. How the championship contenders skate through this. I think Luis Mendez had rear end damage. Oh, it's destroyed in the back end. Got Morgan McPherson. 00 seems to made it through the wreck. Weird. No. Heartbreak for Eric Dobbs, not knowing where he's going next season. Something happened between the 3, the 88, and the 10. Looks like maybe Ash had a screech up there, and Rick was right there. Gets into the bumper. Oh, he just got into him maybe one too many times. And you can see there's where the 10 gets involved. And then we're just going to go to a helicopter because that's the best camera to see everything. These cars start flailing into this. I mean, literally, there was nowhere to go. You see the 24 getting hit. In the back end, 22 in it. 15-11 are up against the wall to avoid. These guys are now on pit road. They're trying to get everything they can fixed on these cars. Twenty-four stayed out. The deck's destroyed. The 11 came in a pit to get fresh tires and fuel. 00's now deep in traffic as the 24 is up near the front with just a couple laps to go. We're going to get you back to the green here. Is Luis Hernandez going to open up a points game before Talladega? Talladega's next week. John Gilbert in the big Audi leading us down. Green flag. Gilbert leads a Mercury of Jonathan Fitzwater. Cars with damage who stayed out. Trying to do everything to hold their spots. You see how far Gilbert, Fitzwater, and a Hornet have pulled away. Look at this swarm back here. Morgan McPherson going to go to the very bottom. Oh, McPherson's contact. Oh, the 84's in the wall a ton. Into the fence. Tanner Guns is involved. Mitchell DeJong. The 44 is going to be credited as the leader. And I think the 4 and a bunch of other cars went to pit road. Wow. I don't know if that's going to be an end of the race or a lucky dog. Man, I don't know. It's like Morgan McPherson just drives that 00 down. The 88 was coming to pit road. Oh, Alonso got close to getting clopped in there. And then all of a sudden the 84 just got hit in a weird angle, which shoots him straight up the track, and that's when the 7 hits him, and his car just hits the wall and then goes up into the fence. Oh man, Tanner just clobbered Joshua Sasuli. And he gets hit with Stephen Pollard as they flip and roll. Ton of damage to a lot of good cars. Man. A lot of people have been wanting to get rid of green white checkers in the Sportsman series, and looking at it now, a green white checker is not going to help the situation out. David Diaz currently 4th in the points. A win right here would push him past the breaking point. Caution is out. And I think they're stating, wait, 44's out of fuel. Uh-oh, I don't know who the winner of this race is now. Well, Ricard's running out of gas. I mean, technically, now this is the problem. They're out of fuel. That means Lily Murphy is going to win because unless there's a green-white checker, which if there is, then I don't know how you're going to line them up. Is the 44 the leader? But he's out of gas. The 71 is now out of fuel. It's going to come across the line as possibly the winner of this thing. Sportsman officials are going to have to look over this because the 71's is out of gas. It would be credited as the winner of this race if no green-white checker. But if it's a green-white checker, where do you stack everyone up? Where do you line everybody up? Right now, if the race ended, Morgan McPherson would be the points leader over Luis Hernandez going into Talladega. And the Sportsman Series, the main director has just declared it. The race is over. Because look at all the cars out of fuel. They're not gonna. None of these cars are gonna make it back to pit road. It's gonna take a record to push all these cars back to pit road. The race is over. Lily Murphy is going to be declared the winner of the race after all these cars ran out of fuel. I mean, everybody wasn't going to make it on gas. That's what it looked like. You see, they're all stopped down on all in turn 2. They're all stopped. Every one of these cars are stopped. As now teams are starting to get in golf carts and drive to their cars. I guess to hook the golf cart to them and drag them to pit road. But yeah, they're all stopped. First time ever, I think every car on the track is out of gas. Yep, the race has been called. Lily Murphy is your winner, then it's Alex Wheeler, Grayson Expedito, who is second, Cisco Son, Curtis Chris Dunn, Logan McPherson, Zach Clutch, Joey Murphy, Nicky Davis, Cody Lama, Stephen Pollard, DJ Harris, Ryan Fitzwater, Ryan Swan, Jonathan Fitzwater, Howard Alonso, Amelia Hornet, John Gilbert, Ricky Johnson, Luis Hernandez, Cody Boston, David Diaz, Robert Palmer, Brandon Guns, Ash Curtis, DJ Curtis, Midley Jean, Joshua Cecily, Tanner Guns, Pete Pollard, Oral Pollard, Eric Dobbs. The official standings now. We'll see you next week from Talladega, Alabama, for the penultimate race before the championship decider in Michigan.